What's up, Lyfe Cast family? How are we doing today? My tribe, my people. It's Lennon. I'm coming back to you with some awesome videos. I'm so stoked to keep talking about the idea of finding your tribe and a high vibe tribe, right? Having the right people around you, because we know it's so important, and we know that we are social creatures, right? The group. We are in our DNA. That is what we rely on. Humans have to have socialization, and therefore other people, and then our tribe, right? And we know that keeping the right type of a tribe can absolutely make or break our success, our behaviors, our habits, right? We can have people who enable us to do great things or who pull us down, right? We can have people who suck up our energy or people who give us energy, right? So it's super important that we pick the right people. So what are those people? What should we kind of look for in our tribe? I kind of started off, first things that pop into my head are obviously like, what are my interests? The things that I like to do or that you like to do. What are your interests, right? That's the first way. What do I have some things that I can find in common with somebody else? Example, myself, as I say all the time in this, I do jujitsu. I'm proud of that. I love that. And I started a relatively short period of time ago, about 6 months. But in that time, I have met a lot of really awesome, positive people who not only do we share jujitsu in common, but then we found we share a lot of other things in common as well. And I've developed some wonderful relationships from that. So it's like, okay, maybe the first part we look for in our tribe is people who like to do some of the things that I like to do or that we like to do, right? I think it's really cool if we can find people who just share like active stuff, like playing a sport, going hiking, things like that. That just kind of increases, and that brings in another one of those principles of movement, of exercise. So I think that that's a really, really good thing. What are some of the things I like to do, and find some people that like to do those. So you can, start by, getting in a yoga class, starting jujitsu, which I highly recommend. Going to different meetups, all kinds of different social settings that we can meet people like-minded. Okay, so that's one thing. And then I think another thing that is super important with this is people who are vibing high. And what does that mean? Vibrating high. And for me, that's basically like people who are truly putting in the work to live their best life. They're working on happiness. They're working on growth always. They're working on their natural evolution, following their path as organically as possible, right? Staying positive. All the things that we're learning how to do, that we're trying to practice. We're not perfect at it, but that's the general path in which we live our lives, right? We're trying to attract greatness, success, and ultimately it's happiness. So we're going to look for those types of qualities, right? Also, people who not only can you reach out and give and help empower and uplift and improve, add value to their lives, and then vice versa, people who can do the same for you, who not only can, but are willing to and love to and understand that giving you that is going to help them just as me giving them the love will help me. So that's another thing I'm looking for. Who are these people, right? That goes into that. Are you an energy sucker or are you an energy giver? And we can't have those energy suckers around, right? We only have this energy bank. And we have a lot of things that we need to put that energy towards. And we often put it towards a lot of stressful stuff, right? And so we can't have people sucking energy from our lives, positive things. So we're going to make sure that we have those energy givers, those people who uplift us, and those people who allow us to uplift and empower them. One of the last things I think about, and there's a lot of different ways that we can kind of acquire these people and meet these people, but it's ultimately, what you put out and what you do is going to attract them. And so far we've been talking a lot about like-minded, same, going on this path, and that's all really important, and it's why we let off with it. But there is one kind of often overlooked thing that I think we as humans, especially in this country, struggle with. And that is keeping people who are good people, who are working, living their best lives, all the things we just talked about, but they may have some vast differences in the way they go about living those lives, right? Political opinions, and all the social opinions that come with where those political opinions go. And I'm not going to get into the politics. That's not the goal here. The goal here is this: keep people around you who are good people that 100% disagree with you on some major issues potentially, right? When you keep people around you who are just yes, 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 I agree with you all the time, that narrows a perspective. Whether you know it or not, you're putting yourself in a box and you're missing a lot of the world and a lot of what's going on. And so I believe it is imperative to find good people from different cultures who believe different things than you, who live different lives than you, and maybe even a great deal. But understand there's so much value in what they can teach you and value in what you can teach them, right? It's such a great and a beneficial thing. So those are the things that I would really recommend you start to kind of look for as you start to build your tribe, as you start to embrace your tribe, and as you start to flourish as your tribe gets better and stronger. All right, guys, I love you all. Thanks for listening. Thanks for paying attention. This is Lyfe Cast. Light your fire eternally. Enjoy the day, baby. Much love.